Go.
Well, hello again. I hope that you had a lot of fun coming up with your seed ideas for your small moments. I took a long time deciding which one I was going to write about, and you may have different ideas about which one you wanted to hear, and we can talk about that next year, right? You can come up and ask me about my other stories. But today, we are going to be working on a narrative writing plan, okay? So we are going to be planning a story, and for narrative writing, it's pretty simple, okay? First of all, you're going to have a title. Now, I haven't decided on my title yet. I will come back to that, okay? The first thing of a good story, you know this from Story Elements, you have to have a beginning, okay? Now, when you are writing quick notes, this is not you writing your story. We talk about writing in caveman talk. These are just really quick notes, just what's going to happen in the beginning, just in one sentence. Then we split up the middle and we talk about what are some things that are going to happen in the middle. Now, remember, this is not your story. These are just your notes. My story is not going to look like that because in fourth grade, we add a lot of details. In the end, we have to kind of go up a roller coaster and then come down Story Mountain. So at the end of the story, we have to kind of wrap it all up in a nice little package. We don't want our readers wondering what's going to happen next. Okay, so I also kind of look at that as a story trail, story path, and I hope that you can see this. So think of it as like a little road. So you're going to make a quick sketch. Okay. So if it will help you to draw pictures of each thing, if that works better for you than writing down the sentences, that's absolutely fine. Okay. We're going to get the story rolling. We use our transitions and then we come to a smooth stop. Okay. So today your job is going to be to plan your story. Okay, so when we look at my story, I just came up with the title. I'm going to call it Naked in the Snow. That might seem really, really silly, and if my siblings were ever to see this, I would probably get into big trouble. But I'm going to call it Naked in the Snow. And remember when I was sharing my small moment stories, I talked about the time that my brother Nathan was really pestering Denise and Mark, and so they brought him into the snow. Well, there's a lot more to that story. Remember, it was just a little seed. And so now I'm going to take that seed and I'm going to add detail to it to make it an actual story. Okay. So at the beginning of my story, my quick notes are Nathan was being a pest. It was snowing outside and Denise and Mark warned him to stop pestering them. Okay. In the middle of the story, Nathan's in the bathtub. Mark and Denise pull Nathan out of the bathtub and drag him outside in the snow. And then in the ending, Mom ran out when she heard Nathan screaming. They were all told to stop, and Nathan didn't bother them again. And then at the end I said, or did he? So what I would like you to do today is come up with your story plan. I want to see a beginning, a middle, and then an end. I'm going to read to you an example of my plan, okay? And I want you to think about how it sounds. What do you think? It's called Naked in the Snow. One day it was really cold outside. My brother Nathan, Mark, and Denise were all at home. Nathan was being a really big brat to Denise and Mark. Denise and Mark didn't like it. So they decided they would teach him a lesson. Nathan was in the bathtub. Denise and Mark snuck up on him and pulled him out. He started to scream and scream and scream. They pulled him outside. It was snowing really hard and cars were going by really fast. Oh, I forgot. My mom heard Nathan screaming. Denise and Mark pushed Nathan into the snow and he got really cold. Mom told them to stop. They stopped. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is today, I want you to make a plan for your story, just a beginning, middle, and end. If you don't want to write sentences, draw a really quick sketch. All right. Again, you're not doing any writing today. Your second job is to think, what do you think of my story? Now that you get a look at it, what do you think of my story? Did I do a good job at capturing that small moment.